Before we start the music, I wanted to explain why I've started SubsoloFM. We're aiming to raise money for Portugal's volunteer firefighters, the Bombeiros. Every summer, Portugal burns, and 2025 has been one of the worst years on record. On August the 13th, the fire that started in Arganil, only a half-hour drive from this studio, became the largest wildfire in the country's history. Over 64,000 hectares of rugged nature reduced to ash. That's an area more than double the size of Lisbon. 11 days of relentless flames. Entire communities evacuated, lives upended. Many friends and friends of friends lost their property, their livelihoods, and this happens year after year all over Portugal. However, through it all, our Bombeiros are there for us. They are volunteers, farmers, neighbours, heroes, and in many instances they've saved my friends' homes even when it wasn't possible to save the forests. The landscape is charred, but people still have a roof over their heads, and that's why the Bombeiros are so important. They give everything, their time, their sweat, their strength, and especially their sleep. They put their lives on the line in hellish conditions to protect us year after year. But we need more Bombeiros with better equipment and better training. And that is why it's so important that we give them our support. So please give, because they gave first, because next time they'll be there again. Details of how to donate are on the screen, and if you scan the QR code to buy us a coffee, I'll donate the profits to the Bombeiros, and it helps to cover the costs of running this channel too, so that would be much appreciated. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to SubsoloFM and give the video a thumbs up and share. Right, let's get on with the music. Yes, you're in tune to the sounds of SubsoloFM. Sunday night, launch night. Cheers for locking on. Hope you enjoyed the explanation. If you didn't hear it, we are raising money for the Bombeiros in Portugal, a volunteer fire service. You can make a donation by scanning the QR code or going straight to the Bombeiros page. Link at the bottom of the video. I've got Rick Antishanti in the studio tonight.
Oi oi!
He's going to be knocking out some jungle techno for you later.
Something like that anyway.
Sunday night, let's go. Yes, this is the launch of SubsoloFM you're tuned into. Let's get those levels right. Let us know you're listening in the chat. Get your shouts and daddies in, as they used to say.
minute. Drop an old school beat. Wait a minute. Drop an old school beat.
Shout out to the Richard. Cheers for locking on. Sunday evening business, keeping it chilled early on. Going harder later. Got the sounds of the Rick Antishanti coming up. Yeah, so please subscribe to the channel. We'll be raising money for the Bombay Rush in Portugal, the volunteer fire service in Portugal, on a permanent basis. That is the gist of this channel. You can donate through the QR code in the top left, or the donation link to directly donate to the Bombay Rush is on the bar in the bottom of the video. Stay locked for many more DJ mixes from local DJs across Portugal and beyond. If you're in the chat, let us know. This is the launch broadcast. Up at 8:30, you've got Rick Antishanti rinsing out the jungle techno vibes. I'm going to be taking it up from here. Getting hot and sweaty inside the studio. The fan never seems to work.
area. This will be played at high volume, preferably in the residential area. Preferably in a residential area.
Shout out to the Joey inside the studio. This one goes out to all the bangers and Splash Massive. The perfect explanation as to why we need more Bombay Rush, more training, more equipment, more funding. bass line.